the junior out of Philadelphia. Some think he would have one of the best jumpers in the NBA if you threw him in the association right now. We are set for basketball underway. Another season of college basketball. Coming your way on ACC Network Extra, it's the Canes and the Highlanders. Miami will possess the basketball first. They'll get it down low to Norchad Omier. Inside to Matthew Cleveland, the transfer from Florida State. Miami with an early 2-0 lead.
That's a great read by Norchad Omier right there. The double came fast. Matthew Cleveland came on the opposite side for an easy layup for 2.
Robinson, Hess, Gray, Buchanan, and DeGraff on the floor for the Highlanders. This is a team 7-23 last season under the direction now of Grant Billmeyer in his first season. One of 25 Division I coaches making their debuts this week. A 3 is on the way, and it's good early.
I've been watching this guy, Adam Hess, man. He has a beautiful stroke. If you look at NJIT's offense, they really move the ball, and they're moving without the ball every single second.
Norchad Omier for a 3.
Norchad Omier shot that ball so smoothly and confident. I believe in that shot when he shoots it so quickly.
That is not a shot that he's really been all that confident in throughout the course of his college basketball career. He would do it a little bit last season, but boy, that looks a lot better this time around.
100%. You notice he stepped into it with confidence, shot the ball very smoothly. I've seen Norchad shooting 500 to 1,000 shots a day, so be expected to see a lot more threes from Norchad in this game and for the rest of the season.
Foul was on Wooga Poplar, his first, team first. Miami with an early 5-3 lead. Robinson, top of the key with the basketball, and he hands it off to Hess. Hess, who has a 3 already tonight, led the entire American East in three-point percentage last season. He'll fire away again. That is short, an offensive rebound. Taken away by Bensley Joseph. Into the front court, Norchad Omier.
Great finish. Great steal, great finish, great footwork. You may look at that layup and say, oh, that was a simple layup. But for somebody that big and that strong to be able to have his feet planted and lay that ball up like that is something special to see.
Buchanan strong to the rack. With the right hand, no good. Ball rolls out of bounds off of NJIT Miami basketball. Starting 5 for the Canes tonight. Matthew Cleveland, the transfer from Florida State. Bensley Joseph inserted into the starting lineup this season. A 3 on the way for Wooga Poplar, no good. Nigel Pack is all over Buchanan in the backcourt. 7-3, Miami leads. There's the takeaway. Poplar will fire away again for 3, and that one is short. Off the backboard, Matthew Cleveland with an offensive rebound. It rattles around, and that's out of bounds, and Miami retains possession of the basketball.
I love that shot by Wooga Poplar. He missed one, shot the next. It was an open shot. Coach L says, shoot that shot. We believe in you, Wooga. We'll see a lot more of that.
And he did not play in the exhibition, dealing with just a little minor tweak, but he is good to go tonight. Nigel Pack's floater, no good, out of nowhere, Matthew Cleveland.
I don't know. That might have been a pass, or it might have been a floater. Either way, we got 2 points for the Miami Hurricanes.
Matthew Cleveland, a couple of points early here. The Florida State transfer, he led the Seminoles in scoring and rebounding last season. He broke Miami's hearts here in Coral Gables, and it snapped what would have been a perfect 17-0 season at home for the Miami Hurricanes. DeGraff hands it up off top to Hess. Now over far side, Robinson. Corner 3 on the way, no good. Skying for the rebound, DeGraff. His putback attempt is no good.
That's what I really love about Matthew Cleveland. He can get it done on both sides, offensively and defensively.
Cleveland will fire away for 3, and that's short. Good look, open look.
Very open look. Little flat on the jump shot. Little bit of a line drive. Got to get it up, get that elbow up in the air. We'll see a different result next shot.
Jack, take me back to when you were playing. First game of the season, fans back in the building, nice crowd on hand here tonight. At what point did you feel like you really started to settle down? Was it the first shot you'd make?
Oh, man, the first shot, I mean, as soon as you step on that floor, you know, this is the first game, all summertime. You're putting in the shots. You're putting in the work. You're ready for this moment. You miss one, you shoot it again. I said you miss till you make.
Hess down low for DeGraff with a body, and the shot no good. Omier battling for a rebound down low with Buchanan.
I really like this matchup for the Hurricanes. Playing against a big man like number 33 is going to be really good and help them for the season coming up.
Bucket good there from Mekhi Gray, the senior. Made 26 starts last season for the Highlanders, scored 10+ 10 times. He's on the scoreboard. Matthew Cleveland and Norchad Omier with all the scoring thus far for Miami. Here comes Omier to the rack, and it's good. Give him another.
You see, if you look at that matchup, Omier is a little bit stronger and faster down bottom, so expect him to attack that big man every single play or every opportunity that he has, because he cannot stay in front of Norchad. This guy's a freight train going down the middle.
Omier will attempt to convert the three-point opportunity after the foul in the bucket was good. Omier to the foul line for Miami. And that is good. And now Keyshawn George and Michael Nwoko, a couple of freshmen for the Miami Hurricanes, will check in early.
Very surprised by the early subs. Very surprised by the early subs. We know Coach L knows what he's doing, so let's see what we get out of this.
Michael Nwoko, a four-star out of Toronto, and then Keyshawn George. He's been sneakily the talk of the town in Coral Gables. Freshman out of Switzerland, a top 250 player. He is really good as NJIT gets a bucket.
Great play. Attack the freshman Nwoko on the pick and roll. We kind of got lost there, but let's expect him to get it back in the next play.
There's early action for the freshman. Matthew Cleveland, little pump fake underneath for Nwoko. His first point as a Miami Hurricane.
Great hands, great finish. Like we said in the exhibition, we need Nwoko to dunk that basketball when he's that close to the basket.
He was eye level with the rim, and he decided to just lay it in. Here's Buchanan on the wing working on Cleveland. He'll get a high screen. An off-ball switch in the face of Nwoko. A little silky smooth touch there.
Nice touch, shot the ball with supreme confidence right there.
Elijah Buchanan, in his 6th college basketball season, spent his first 5 at Manhattan. His career has been riddled with injury. 3 on the way, no good for Bensley Joseph. But the Highlanders think they've got something special in Buchanan if they can keep him healthy.
100%. You can see he's playing with supreme confidence. You know, he's a 5th-year senior.
How about the newcomer, Matthew Cleveland, underneath for the freshman. The Canes lead 14-9. Season 6 NCAA tournament appearances with the Miami Hurricanes basketball program. 4 Sweet 16s. 2 years ago, he led the Canes to their first ever Elite 8. And last season, their first ever Final Four before they were upended to those UConn Huskies who would go on to win it all. Coach L, one of the best in the business. And Jack, what makes him so special? You are around this program so much.
His demeanor, he never gets rattled. You know, as a player, if you look over to the bench, you see your coach rattled. You know, you may get rattled, but Coach L has a great demeanor, very confident, very poised, and that's why his programs are very confident, very poised when it comes to postseason.
It's amazing. Only Coach L and Larry Brown, the only 2 head coaches in NCAA history to take 2 different teams to a Final Four. Of course, it was years ago now that Coach L took that incredible George Mason team to the Final Four.
You know, Coach L and Larry Brown kind of look alike, right? Very similar.
A little bit.
Very similar.
Both very, very good at what they do, too, huh?
Very great at what they do. Very great at what they do.
All these wins over the year for Coach L. 255 of the Miami Hurricanes, 725 wins overall. An incredible, incredible year spanning decades for Jim Larrañaga. So 14-9, Miami leads. Bensley Joseph to Nwoko. Little cut by George. Wooga Poplar, a 3, and that one is good. He finally gets one to go.
Well, if you look at his first 3, Wooga shot his first 2 threes. He shot the ball and backed up a little bit. On that shot, he went straight up and landed in the same place he shot the ball. I think that's what helped him get that basket in the ball.
And prior to
that ball in the basket.
Yeah, and prior to the media timeout, they had taken him out of the game very, very quickly. And coming out of the break, Wooga was right back. And there's a foul on the floor. Matthew Cleveland might have been going over the back. Here's another look at that shot, Jack.
Straight up, straight down. Didn't drift back. That's very key to shooting. You got to be able to go straight up, straight down, land in the same spot. Stay with your shot.
Norchad Omier checking back in now for the Miami Hurricanes. And on the other side for NJIT, Jake Goldberg, the freshman out of IMG Academy here in the state of Florida. Now A.J. Casey, who got some run last season, the Miami Hurricanes will check in as well. He played in 29 games last year.
This is a big year for A.J. You know, Coach L expects a lot out of this guy. Let's say he comes to play today.
He was the #1 player in the state of Illinois just a couple of years ago as Miami forces another turnover and Omier starts to bring it up the floor before he hands it off to Keyshawn George. Good defense there by Buchanan. Poplar will work on him, and he's going to pull up. He's going to hit. That's a beautiful jump shot.
Beautiful jump shot, very high release, and he was very poised. He didn't get rattled. Got to a spot, elevated, basket.
That's a little bit of what we saw in recent seasons from the recently departed Isaiah Wong, who would elevate and he would hit. And that's a big role that they've got to fill this season.
Wooga is ready for it.
Well, that's a beautiful pass in the corner, a three on the way, and it's no good. Miami down with a defensive rebound. Here comes Poplar, lays it up for Norchad. Omier, he can't handle the pass cleanly.
Great pass, great hustle back.
And a quick three in transition is no good. NJIT with an offensive rebound into the hands of Francis. A deep three for Hess, no good. Omier's got the rebound. He's going to start to bring it up the floor. A.J. Casey, another pass towards the rim. And Bensley Joseph throws it away.
I really like Norchad getting that rebound and pushing the basketball. It really gives University of Miami an advantage on fast breaks.
That's something he's been working on. Makai Gray will take a seat for the Highlanders. Daniel Schreier checks in for NJIT.
Great
Feed
pass.
down low for Schreier, and he got blocked at the rim. Miami's defense stingy.
Look at that help defense by Wooga Poplar. You know, he gets it done on both ends.
And now Poplar throws it away. He was trying to get it back out. Top of the key for Omier, and Buchanan in transition. He's fouled. (19-9), Miami leading. There's a look at Grant Billmeyer, one of 25 Division I coaches, as I mentioned, making their debuts this week. A native of New Jersey and a Seton Hall grad. He just spent one season at Maryland under Kevin Willard. He was at Seton Hall with Willard for 7 seasons, and he's been tasked with turning around a program that went 7-23 last season.
You know, Coach Willard has a winning pedigree. When you coach under someone like that, you can only have a winning pedigree. So I look forward to see what Coach Greg has coming forward.
Substitutions here for the Highlanders. Buchanan missed the first, and he missed them both. Missed the pair. Buchanan, the only Highlander on the floor that scored here tonight. Omier's already got 8. He's got a couple of rebounds. He's going to fire away again for a 3. Whoa, baby.
Once again, step into that shot with confidence. Great rotation, flick the wrist, nothing but the bottom of the net.
He has poured in half of Miami's points here tonight. Tariq Francis handling the basketball now for the Highlanders. He works in, he floats one up, no good. A soft touch. And there's a foul on the floor with 11:37 left to play in the first half from Miami. Norchad Omier, he's a bad man, and he's hitting them from who's on a roll in the opener here in 2023-2024 tonight. Omier already 11 points. He's 2 of 2 from three-point territory. A couple of rebounds, and Jack, this is a young man who's got a bright future ahead of him. Also averaged in his first season in the ACC, coming over from Arkansas State last season. A little over 13 points and 10 rebounds a game, a double-double.
You can see that he's been putting work in the offseason. He's really stepping into his jump shot with supreme confidence. The way the ball is coming off his hand, the way the ball is rotating, going to the basket, you can tell he's been working on his shot in the offseason.
Out of the break, Miami leading 22-9. On the deck is Buchanan. A near turnover, and that is going to be turned over. That ball rolled out of bounds over there on the far sideline.
Great active hands by University of Miami. Hands on the ball, hands in the paint. That's what you want to see on defense, especially early in the first game of the season.
9 minutes into the opener. Canes leading by a baker's dozen. Keyshawn Georgian, that's a deep 3 for the freshman, off the mark, too strong off to the right. Back comes NJIT, a 3 in the corner is good.
That's what you don't want to see. Miss a 3 and kind of late to a contest in the corner for a 3 for the other team.
A 3 for Tariq Francis, the freshman out of Pittsburgh. He poured in 11 in the exhibition against Seton Hall. An exhibition, by the way, for the Highlanders. They lost 68-60 to Seton Hall. They had a healthy lead at the half, so expectations big this season. Francis again for 3, no good. An offensive rebound and a foul. And the foul is on Norchad Omier, who will ask for a little assistance from Nigel Pack getting up as Robinson, Hess, Gray, and DeGraff will check back in for NJIT.
Playing a team like Seton Hall in an exhibition is a great confidence booster for your team. Coming into your first game of the season and coming down here playing University of Miami, an ACC team, a Final Four team.
Well, I asked around a little bit earlier this afternoon. You know, exhibitions, you might see a lot of run for freshmen. Seton Hall went in there. They stacked it up like it was their opener, and NJIT put up a terrific fight. So they've got some confidence coming to Coral Gables. There's a three in the corner. Oh, that baby's good from the wing. Wow, Buchanan.
Buchanan knew he was shooting that shot as soon as he caught the ball. As a shooter, you got to be thinking shoot before that ball touches your hand.
6 quick points after an 8-0 run by Miami. Matthew Cleveland, open three from the wing. That's too short. He collects his own. Miss. Poplar will pull up. Yeah, that is no good.
University of Miami is a little flat right now on the jump shots.
Hess for three, and he's fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line. He's going to get 3 opportunities from the charity stripe.
If you watch this NJIT team play, they are not nervous at all. They're coming in here trying to defeat the Hurricanes.
If Hess gets a little bit of daylight, he's going to shoot the ball. The graduate out of California made 24 starts last season. He led the American East in three-point percentage. He averaged 10 a game. He scored 10+ 16 different times as he connects on the first.
Great size for a shooter as well. He's a pretty big guy. He's a 6'4" guard. High release, beautiful rotation on his shot.
Out of Westlake Village, California. Miami has already committed 6 fouls, a little over 10 minutes into the first half. So NJIT already into the bonus as Hess hits the first 2. And a 13-point lead for Miami starting to evaporate. Hess makes all 3. It's 22-18, a 9-0 run for the Highlanders. Terrific energy.
Miami needs to get a basket right now. They need to get a basket right now. Slow down this momentum.
Back double teamed in the corner. Cleveland over. Wooga, Poplar back up top for Bensley Joseph. Trying to slice and dice. Cleveland will try to get there. He gets the defenders off their feet. His first attempt no good. But A.J. Casey is there to clean up the miss.
A.J. Casey is a very dynamic player. He can play inside, can play outside. As you can see right there after the offensive rebound.
Robinson up top, down low for DeGraff, wide open, and a block. No, that's a goaltending violation on A.J. Casey.
That help side has to come a little bit sooner on that defensive play.
A.J. Casey might have gotten turned around a little bit up there at the top of the key, and left DeGraff wide open down low. Nigel Pack brings the ball across the timeline for Miami. A little stutter step high off the glass. No good, but there to clean up his miss. Matthew Cleveland, and a timeout here for the Highlanders out of New Jersey. Miami leading 26-20. Matthew Cleveland, the newcomer, the transfer from their rival. He looks pretty good here with the opener for the Canes tonight.
These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. Give it on a minute, look nice, look nice.
Boy, I don't think they're ready for this.
Some people just know that's not gonna fit.
Ooh, that's not gonna fit. Really? No, I'd cut it in half and make 2 chairs.
Those are the people who know you're in good hands with Allstate.
Grant Billmeyer just used his first timeout. He's got 3 left. The Highlanders trailing the Hurricanes 26-20. Go back to 2006, Jack McClinton, and you and the boys from the U rolled up to Central New York, and you were playing Binghamton at the time, an early season matchup. You guys would handle business. Well, that wasn't really the case, and you kind of look at this one tonight, and Miami's got their hands full.
Very similar, very similar. A Binghamton team came up here to University of Miami, was not scared, got a little run. And if you get down, sometimes it's tough to get back because that momentum keeps rolling and that confidence keeps building. So we want Miami to kind of get some baskets, get some defensive stops, and make some shots so we can kind of get this momentum slowed down.
Well, mid-majors with a little confidence, feeling like they're playing with house money. Let it rip for 40 minutes. You never know what's going to happen. It's a crazy game. It's a beautiful game.
This NJIT team has nothing to lose.
Hess back with the basketball. Little right-hand floater. That rattles in and out. It was a near turnover. Nigel Pack will fire away for three, and he'll connect.
One thing about that Nigel Pack kid, he is going to let it fly if you give him any daylight. That's a huge shot for University of Miami.
Robinson stops and pops exactly what Miami wanted, and he misses. Wooga finds Pack inside, and he gets rejected. The ball rolls out of bounds. A timeout on the floor. Miami leading by 9. Nigel Pack, he was sensational last season, in particular in the NCAA tournament. He's got a deep three.
Great look off to the shot.
What'd you see on that last three opportunity for Nigel Pack?
That was a very pro move. You notice when Nigel Pack came off that pick and roll, he glanced to his right to throw the defense off to get him an open look. Big and undersized shooter, everything matters. That look away got him that open shot.
Pack with his first points of the season. Miami with the basketball coming out of the timeout. And Pack handling the responsibilities. Right wing, a stutter step. Finds a wide open. What?
Smooth stroke. Very smooth stroke. Wooga was thinking, I'm letting this ball go as soon as it touches my hands. The result, another three by Wooga Poplar.
Go back a couple of minutes. Miami had an 8-0 run. That was countered by a Highlanders 9-0 run. Now Miami's on an 8-0 run of their own. Over the course of the last minute, they're leading by 12.
Basketball's a game of runs, as you can see.
And Miami is out and running, and Wooga's got a pair. Largest lead of the night for the Canes, a 10-0 run, and they lead by 14.
Wooga has crazy athleticism. Crazy athleticism.
He threw down a windmill dunk in conference play against Duke here at home last season, and it almost brought the ceiling down on this place. A.J. Casey with the basketball, hands
Great
it off to
lead
Matthew
pass.
Cleveland. Tried to throw one down. No foul on the play. Whoa. And then back on the other end, Sebastian Robinson with a pair. Wow.
Beautiful pass by A.J. Casey. A great lead pass. All Matthew Cleveland had to do was catch the ball and go out for a dunk. Unfortunately, he missed it, but I like to see A.J. getting the ball out in transition, getting it to his man, and getting the dunk.
Cleveland with 6 points and 5 rebounds. Poplar for three. That is deep. Well, you give him just a little bit of daylight, and he's going to bury it.
Too much daylight. One thing you've noticed, Wooga's shot, it looks the same every single time. It doesn't waver. That's a sign of a great shooter.
Pick and roll, top of the key. Miami will switch defenders. Here's a spin and a foul.
I'm loving the way Elijah Buchanan is attacking the basket right now.
There's another look at that deep three from Wooga Poplar. My goodness.
Smooth stroke, one of the best I've seen in the country.
Jack McClinton territory out there.
He's shooting the ball with so much confidence right now. And Coach L gives Wooga so much confidence to just play freely and let him play. And that's what you want. If you're a shooter and a dynamic guard, you want your coach to give you supreme confidence. And that's what Wooga Poplar gets with Coach L.
Checking in now for Miami, Christian Watson, a sophomore who appeared in 11 games last season. Jake Goldberg set to check in for the Highlanders.
Big opportunity for Christian Watson right now, coming in with 5 minutes and 48 seconds.
Saw a lot of energy from him in the exhibition defensively.
I think that's what keeps him on the floor right now. We have a ton of scorers. He's a great scorer, but right now we need him on the defensive end. Play hard, talk, communicate. And if he gets an open shot, he needs to be able to knock it down.
Look at that pass from Cleveland down low, and a terrific finish from Casey.
Great pass, great finish. You notice this lineup is very dynamic. You don't really have a true center in the game. You have Cleveland, you have Casey. Both of them are not really big men, but they're very dynamic players that can play 1 through 5, and they can switch. You've noticed now they'll probably switch everything right now with this lineup.
they swing it. Here's a three from Hess. Oh, he buried it.
Great shot. Great shot. Great,
on the move.
Great feet. You notice he planted his feet, let the ball go.
Adam Hess has 9. Bensley Joseph thought about a step-back three. Now a step-back three for Joseph is good. He buried another one. Neither one of these teams are all that shy in the three-point shooting department tonight. They'll let it rip.
Not at all. I love the way when Bensley caught that ball, he attacked the paint. That's one thing. The young kids watching, you get the ball in the closeout, attack that paint, make that defender back up.
Miami leading 42-26 now. Slicing and dicing through the paint. No foul on the floor. Sebastian Robinson checked that. That was Tariq Francis who hit the deck hard.
I love this lineup for the University of Miami. This is a different look we've never really seen with them before.
Back into the paint. He finds a wide-open Bensley Joseph. Three on the way, and it's good. And Brent Billmeyer's going to ask for another timeout with 4:02 remaining in the first half. Miami all of a sudden has extended their lead to 19. It is unselfish basketball. They find a wide-open Bensley Joseph in the corner.
That's something that you want to see with the new team. New players, unselfishness. And Miami is really showing that moving the basketball is a great thing to do.
4:02 left to play in the first half of the Miami. A 6-0 run for the Hurricanes. They're 8 of 14 from three-point land. A couple of minutes ago, Coach L made a small shift in the lineup. They've gone a little bit smaller, although everybody nationwide the last couple of years says they can't win games this small, but this one's paying off again, Chad.
It reminds me a lot of UNLV running Rebels. It's a very dynamic lineup on defense. You can switch 1 through 5. You have Matthew Cleveland, A.J. Casey, very athletic guard wings, big man that can really get there and be dynamic on defense and offense.
Norchad Omier's only played a little under 7.5 minutes. He's got a couple of fouls. So too does Michael Nwoko in just 2 minutes and 18 seconds of action. So Coach L is running a bit of a smaller lineup out there. It's paying dividends.
Notice everything they are switching. Switching everything.
Oh, and a miss at the rim by Jake Goldberg. Christian Watson with the basketball. He looks up top and he finds Nigel Pack. Better get a hand in his face. He'll shoot it from half court. Pack working on Goldberg. And Goldberg, the freshman, swipes it away. Now on the deck, Makai Gray. Miami trying to force another turnover. A three. And that is good for Adam Hess.
This kid, Adam Hess, is making a name for himself today. Shooting the ball with supreme confidence. You can see there's no nervousness in his body. He wants to get a win. He wants to make shots. He wants to help his team win this basketball game.
He's got 12. He's made 3 threes. Bensley Joseph, a three on the way. Too short. A.J. Casey, offensive rebound. He pops, he stops, he misses. Matthew Cleveland with an and one. He'll head to the foul line.
Great hang time. You notice the last couple of plays, A.J. Casey and Matthew Cleveland have been all over the offensive glass. That's what you want to see from guys coming in like an A.J. Casey. That's how you stay on the court. Matthew Cleveland, once again, I keep using the word dynamic. You can see he can get it down on offense, defense, rebounding. Anything you need, Matthew's an all-utility guy. He gets in there and gets it done.
Wooga Poplar checks in for Bensley Joseph. Matthew Cleveland led Florida State scoring and rebounding last season. 13.8 points a game, 6 rebounds. He's already got 8 and 7 in his first game as a Miami Hurricane here tonight.
That shows you don't really need to have the ball to score. So the guys out there, young guys, play defense, rebound. You don't need to be dribbling and shooting to score the ball.
A couple of years ago,
yeah,
Matthew Cleveland, a couple of years ago, the 6th man of the year in the ACC, and he's on the Julius Erving preseason award watch list in his first year as a Miami Hurricane. Gray to the rack, left hand, no good. A foul on the floor, and that'll go on the Highlanders and on to Graff.
Coach L is staying small. Coach, I'm really liking this lineup. It's the first time we've really seen this lineup. Staying small. Have a lot of threats on the court right now.
Levi Lawal checks in now. The freshman out of Laurel, Maryland at 6'7", 195 pounds. Nobody for years now has believed in this small ball, right? How are they going to beat these big old teams in the ACC? Matthew Cleveland finds a wide open Wooga Poplar in the corner. Bad shot, no good, rattles off the rim. but they are so darn good in transition, forcing turnovers.
You know, speed kills. Speed kills. And you can see this right now with this University of Miami basketball team.
I know it's a little different. We were actually having a conversation off air a couple of minutes ago, Jack. Here's a three on the way. That's no good. And the rebound is in the hands of Matthew Cleveland. You know, the NBA actually going a little bit smaller these days as well.
For sure. The whole game is becoming smaller. You know, deep threes, transition shots. You don't really want to see a lot of mid-range right now. You don't see a lot of teams shooting mid-range jump shots.
Boy, a flush
and layups
for Matthew Cleveland. He's got 11 and 8. He's going to be sniffing a double-double in his first 20 minutes of action as a Miami Hurricane. Runner no good for Hess. Cleveland down with the rebound. That's his 9th. He's got 11 and 9 in the opening 20 minutes of his Miami Hurricanes career, and a 3 no good for Nigel Pack. Now Christian Watson will fire away. That's no good.
It's a great look by Christian Watson. You know, when I'm on air, you don't like to talk about the sneakers. James Harden, all these guys have the Hardens on. Another big 3 in the corner. A lot of James Harden sneakers out there on the court right now.
That time the freshman, Jake Goldberg.
Freshman, shooting the ball with confidence. That's what you want to see.
Near side corner 3. Here goes Watson towards the rack. He lost the basketball, but Miami will retain possession with 45 seconds showing on the game clock here in the first half from Coral Gables tonight.
On that drive, you got to push the ball out in front of you. You might want to take one dribble, extend the ball, and go for a flush or a layup.
Pack into the paint, hands it off. Watson's got a bucket.
Great attack, great finish.
His first 2 points of the season. Miami leading by 19. $11 on the clock. 5 on the shot clock. Hess has it. He's not scared to shoot it. Bombs away. No good. And it's going to be Miami basketball leading by 20. I said 19. I beg your pardon. Miami leading by 23 seconds left to play in the half.
Who do you think is going to shoot this ball right now?
Wooga Poplar.
Wooga Poplar.
Well, if he's going to take it out, Nigel Pack.
See what we got. 3 seconds.
I might just take it and head to the locker room, to be quite honest with you. Wooga monkeying around. He hands it off to Nigel Pack, and Miami, through 20 minutes of play to open up a new season, puts 52. They hang 52 on the Highlanders.
You know, guys don't want to mess that percentage up.
They got there for the first time in program history last season. And immediately, to start the second half, a turnover, and Norchad Omier with a flush.
Being able to move that fast, stop on a dime, and elevate like that, that's a freak of nature. That is not normal. That's why some NBA teams are very high on Norchad, because of small things like that that a lot of people cannot really do.
What's his prospect for a guy like that? Maybe a little undersized, NBA, but, you know, there's a lot to like. S for 3. Ooh, it rattles in and out. Good luck.
Can't teach motor. This guy's on 110 all the time.
Alley-oop no good. Norchad got his own rebound running down the floor. He handed it off to Wooga Poplar. Norchad Omier was back in the paint, back turned to the basket. He knew Wooga was going to hit it.
He knew it. Smooth jump shot. I mean, I think Wooga's shots got even better from last year. Maybe it's the confidence knowing he's really that go-to guy on this basketball team. Great pace by the big fella. Might want to stay in the paint.
Too strong. Up the floor, Matthew Cleveland in transition. He missed the layup
on that one. But look how they got the ball up so quickly. No dribbles, pass the ball up court.
Miami with a quick 5-0 run to start the half. A battle down low, and Norchad Omier came up with the basketball and said, hey, I can dribble the rock too, baby. A turnover by Bensley Joseph. Buchanan comes back the other way. He hands it off to Mekhi Gray. He's got a bucket.
It's a good finish. You want to definitely get points off turnovers. That's what NJIT just did.
Gray with his second bucket of the night. He's got 4. Another three on the way. Wooga. Poplar, no good. Fighting for the loose ball on the rebound. Nigel Pack off his fingertips. It'll be Highlanders basketball. Here's another look at that slam.
Quick twitch muscles. Stopping and going straight up and yamming that thing.
He's special.
Norchad's one of the best power forwards in the country. First take for Adam. And the finish.
Also a hook shot there. Towards the rim, elevated.
Notice how he attacked the basket, put the ball in front of him, finish away from the defense.
He'll probably find a lot of real estate, too, if he pump fakes once in a while from three. Everybody just thinks he's going to launch it up there. There's a foul on the floor, and that's going to be on Makai Gray. Let's go back to Norchad for a second, Jack, because I think it's interesting. This is a young man who transferred from Arkansas State. A lot of people probably not paying close attention to the Arkansas State basketball program. They do very well for themselves. He answered questions quickly about his ability to play in one of the premier conferences in the country. He's just simply unbelievable.
He has a crazy work ethic and an amazing motor. Reminds me a lot of myself. You know, I transferred from Siena College to the University of Miami. You know, and when you come from smaller programs, the odds are against you. So
right.
You always have that chip on your shoulder. You look at Norchad, he's coming out here every night with something to prove, and he's proven that he's one of the best power forwards in the country.
Here's Wooga. He pulls up. That's no good. And Norchad on cue has an offensive rebound. Then it's ripped away by Elijah Buchanan. Buchanan in the paint. Slips it out. Far corner. Makai Gray is working on Bensley Joseph. He's fouled. The bucket won't go. He'll head to the line for a pair.
If you notice a difference in NJIT's offense right now, at the beginning of the game, they were moving the ball a lot more. You're seeing a lot more one-on-one play right now. And that's what happens when you get down. You want to play one-on-one and be a savior. But at the end of the day, stick to your guns, move the basketball, get the defensive movement, get easy shots.
It's a great test for them to open up their season. It's actually amazing when you look at this program. They have 9 freshmen this season, 1 junior, 1 senior, 5 graduate players. It's going to take them a little bit to get used to playing with one another.
100%. And they're not looking bad. You know, very
9
young
freshmen,
team, but also a very old team. You got some 5th and 6th-year seniors. So it's going to take some time for them to, you know, bring this thing together. But I'm liking what I see from the NJIT team right now.
Makai Gray goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So Miami's lead is 20. Pack in the paint, left hand off the glass, it's good, and he'll head to the free throw line. What a move on the big guy, Kel DeGraff.
That was a great finish by Nigel. You definitely want to see that a lot more from him. You know, obviously, you used to Nigel shooting a lot of threes. We want to see him finishing more at the baskets. Once he catches that ball on the three-point line, the defense is running at him. Being able to take 1-2 dribbles and finish at the basket, that's great to see from a undersized guard. He finished that over a big man. That was a great finish by Nigel Pack.
A fearless finish on the big guy, Nigel Pack, 4th-year junior, averaged 13.6 points per game last season. Shot a team best 40.4% from three-point land. Had 15 threes and scored 82 points in the NCAA tournament. He was the Midwest region most outstanding player. What an incredible first season he had.
Incredible season by Nigel Pack.
He's on the Bob Cousy Point Guard of the Year watch list. Preseason second team All ACC. Norchad preseason first team All ACC. Miami's lead now 23, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Up top,
Great
Makai
help.
Gray.
Great help by Norchad. Great help.
3 no good. Nigel Pack with the rebound.
Those are small things that you don't see. That help defense that Norchad provided allowed Adam not to get an open look. Swung the ball, forced a 3, and got an easy transition layup for a dunk.
Matthew Cleveland now with 13 points, needs 1 more rebound for a double-double to start his season. Ooh, nice finish there. Elijah Buchanan, the graduate. AJ Casey set the check in for Miami. Norchad Omier, spinorama in the paint, and he can't finish at the rim. He's not happy with himself. Omier with 13 points and 4 rebounds. And there's a foul on Matthew Cleveland, and that's going to send us to a timeout. Here's another. Well, back here in Miami tonight, college basketball is back. It is great to be back with you. The 13th ranked Miami Hurricanes have a 23-point advantage out of the Highlanders. The New Jersey Institute of Technology out of the American East. And out of the timeout to the free throw line, Makai Gray. He's got 5 points tonight. Leading scorer for the Highlanders, Adam Hess. He's got 14. Elijah Buchanan's got 6 rebounds. He leads NJIT in that department. Matthew Cleveland nearing a double-double. He's got 13 and 9. He is on the floor. After the miss, rebound into the hands of Wooga. Poplar, Bensley Joseph will bring it up the floor. High pick by A.J. Casey. Poplar hands it off to Nigel Pack. A little bit of breathing room. Far corner. Wooga's going to pull up. He loves what he sees. The S&D. Wow.
Very smooth jump shot. Not a lot of motion in between the shot and the release.
He's got 19 points. He is 7 of 14 from the field, 5 of 9 from deep.
What did you want to see from him in the first game back?
Comes Matthew Cleveland, and a whistle on the floor. That could have gotten dangerous. Here's another look at the Wooga 3. Probably shouldn't leave him that much room.
It's a great pass by Nigel. Once again, Nigel is very good at looking away. Notice how he looks at one side, throws opposite. Great pass, great shot.
Oh, he's got 19, Jack. He's got 19 as Cleveland misses the first free throw. Look, Coach L stuck his neck out there to start the season in his media availability. He said, I think we've got maybe the best mid-range jump shot in college basketball. And if you put him in the NBA right now, it's going to play there. You know, that's high praise. That's really high praise as Matthew Cleveland takes a seat.
I mean, Coach L knows what he's talking about. He's seen a ton of pros. He's had pros in previous years. And Wooga Poplar is always in the gym. He eats, sleeps, does everything in that gym.
Meet me at the rim. Norchad Omier, a ferocious block on Elijah Buchanan.
Look at that. Shows the biceps.
Yeah, see him.
If you notice, he's a very quick jumper. That's why he gets so many. He's able to get off the ground and in the air faster than a lot of other guys at his position.
I think Buchanan thought he was by everybody, too, and he was going to have an easy flush. And Norchad came out of nowhere. It'll stay Highlanders basketball. Wow. Omier's got 13 and 4. First block of the season.
Great help, great help.
Good ball movement by the Highlanders. And then at the very last moment, Schreier, the graduate out of Santa Monica, throws it away.
That's great help defense. If you help defense, the next guy has to come in and help, and that's what University of Miami did in that last play. Great execution on defense by Miami.
Wooga turns it over. Great to the rack.
Great attack. Great attack. We just talked about that. You catch the ball on the perimeter, somebody's running at you. You need 1 or 2 dribbles, get to the basket. Great finish.
Nigel Pack gets blocked at the rim. Francis for 3. Looks good, and he buries it. Jake Goldberg ready to check back in for NJIT. Wooga pulls up, and he misses. Offensive rebound. Omier with the flush.
Another flush. Some royal flush going on with Norchad right now.
He's got 15. Poplar's got 19.
And one thing I like to see with both of these players, they're not exerting a lot of energy to get these points. It's coming very easy to them.
Three bounces out. Now it's in the hands of Hess. He misses. Omier just turns around, hands it off the pack, who finds a wide open Bensley Joseph for three. A bit too strong off the back of the iron.
That was a great look. Great look in transition. You're going to see a lot more transition threes this year from University of Miami.
Hess with a quick trigger. Probably a bad shot there. No good. Omier up the floor. He finds Wooga. Poplar. Wow, what a terrific finish. And Poplar's got 21 in the opener.
Great Euro step to the inside reverse. That's a read and react play. That's something that you work on in the gym. Read and react. And right there, he brought it to life in a real game.
And he finishes with his back turned to the basket. Gray floating. He misses too strong. And Miami's just running here. They're trying to run the Highlanders right out of the gym. They're going to do it. Asking for a timeout is Grant Billmeyer. Miami leading 72-44. Here's that nasty-looking layup.
Are we in Miami or are we in Europe? It's a lot of Euro steps going on right now.
12:09 left to play in regulation from the Watsco Center here on the campus of the University of Miami. Tonight, Miami, the 13th-ranked Hurricanes, with a 72-44 lead and a bit of a different look coming out of the timeout and the immediate takeaway by Norchad Omier. He puts it on the deck. He hands it off to A.J. Casey.
What did we just talk about? Norchad putting the ball on the floor, initiating the fast break. Norchad spends hours at a time working on this ball handling, and it's really paying off, and people are really being able to see the late nights in the gym and what he's been putting the work in.
He's got another takeaway after that ball was tipped by Bensley Joseph right to Omier. Watson hands it off to Casey. Bombs away for three. That is too short. Did not follow the shot. Started the fade away.
We're seeing it a lot with these guys. They're shooting the ball and they're backing up. You got to go straight up, straight down, and also follow up with your rebound.
Yeah, you never know when you're going to get one. To the rack bucket, no good. You know, Norchad with the basketball, he didn't have that in his toolbox last season. He's not bringing up the ball up the court with a purpose, right? We didn't see that last year.
That's one thing that makes this Miami team super different and super dynamic, is that your big man can get the defensive rebound and push the ball up the court. And also, not only just push the ball, make the right decision. That last play, he made the right decision on that finish.
He is very composed when he puts the ball on the deck, at least through, 30 minutes of the opening game. Now Robinson, top of the key, looks down low for the graph, and it was nearly taken away by Christian Robinson, and he's going to get called for a foul. Here's a couple of looks at that Omier pass. It's pretty.
Great pass. You know, not only is he pushing the ball, he's also making the right read.
Miami up big, 77-44. Back here at the Watsco Center, only 3 teams in the conference in the AP Top 25 to start the season. Duke ranked 2nd. Miami ranked 13th. North Carolina checks in at 19th after a very disappointing season in Chapel Hill last season. You know, Miami, they were picked to finish 2nd in the ACC this season, Jack. That's the highest projection in program history. So expectations still lofty, even with the absence of Jordan Miller and Isaiah Wong.
Expectations very, very high. I think they'll live up to these expectations. They have a great coach in Coach L, and they're playing very unselfish, is what you want to see.
What a move by Norchad Omier. He gets fouled, and he almost just finished that bucket. You know, the one trademark of a Coach L team as well, when they've been good over the years, they only get better. Like, this ain't the best you're going to see him this year. Wait till you see him in December. Wait till you see him in January, and it all builds up the March.
Yeah, that's something that Coach O, takes pride in. He cares about March. He's not running guys onto the floor early in the season. He's treating his team like an NBA program. So when this March comes, this team's ready to play. They're firing on all cylinders.
Norchad Omier makes the free throw. Pretty good from the charity stripe was Omier. Quote-unquote big guy last season for the Hurricanes. Of course he missed that one.
Too soon. A little jinx, huh?
I guess. I don't think he kept his fingers in the cookie jar, huh?
He did not.
We talked about that in the exhibition. I didn't jinx him.
He did not. He did not. That's one thing that I want to see with Norchad, is to be very, very laser focus on his release and his finishing of his jump shot and his free throws.
Miami up big here. If you're the Highlanders, Jack, what do you work on here in the final 10 minutes? Obviously, you don't play the scoreboard at this point.
You want to work on execution. You know, at the beginning of this game, NJIT was really executing. Right now, you're seeing a lot of one-on-one basketball, and it's not leading to the result that you want. So you want to focus on executing. Bad shots, better offense.
You talked about this earlier. That ball didn't touch the floor right there. Norchad.
Number 1. Okay. Ball so hard. Got to find me. That's what they playing. Miami is balling so hard. Somebody better find them.
They look good tonight. Norchad, Omier, and Matthew Cleveland with double-doubles. Norchad with 20 and 10. Cleveland with 16 and 10. Wooga Poplar with a career-high 21 points here tonight. And something tells me he might set a couple of new career highs throughout the course of this season, the way he's playing.
For sure. Young fella in the game.
Michael Nwoko in the game. Ball is on the deck, and the Highlanders come up with it.
That's what you don't want to do. You want to get the ball on the inbound play off a timeout and turn the ball over. Great shot.
3 by
I like when I see with
Tariq
this kid,
Francis.
Freshman, playing with a lot of confidence. And that's not an easy shot.
No.
Nice step back, great rotation shot.
He had 11 in their exhibition against Seton Hall. Up top, Nwoko. Oh, Nigel Pack gave him a really good pass. Nwoko is going to the line. That's something he'll learn. I don't think he was expecting it, but it was a beautiful pass by Nigel. He could have just dunked.
Oh, yeah. If you notice, Nigel and Norchad, they have that connection already blended together. You know, Mike and the Nigel connection is, we're still putting everything in the blender. We haven't pushed start yet. But once that strawberry and that banana start getting blended up, it's going to be real smooth.
He laid that thing up perfectly for him. He was surprised. He said, where the heck did that thing come from? And Michael Nwoko will go to the line for the Miami Hurricanes.
And that's what I talked about, Michael. I want him to dunk the ball around the basket. When he gets that close to the back, he needs to be thinking dunk. On the alley, if he's thinking dunk, he's going up and get that basketball. A lot of times he likes to catch the ball, come back down and lay it up. You need to catch that ball and slam it, bro. You're very, very, very big.
Right.
Nobody's blocking your shot.
A.J. Casey and Ja'Kai Robinson check in now for the Miami Hurricanes. Ja'Kai Robinson, an interesting guy. He appeared in 7 games last season. He was a 4-star top 100 prospect coming out of high school. It's been very difficult for him to get a lot of playing time.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you never know, man. And one thing I will say and I will commend on him is that he sticks around.
Right.
He did not leave. He's been loyal. And I hope to see a lot more of him this season. Never complains, always ready to play, always ready to help his team win games.
Look at the young bucks on the floor now, huh? George, Nwoko, Casey, Watson, and Robinson. Deep 3 on the way, no good.
There we go.
Puts it back. Whoa!
You must have heard me, Mama. Great putback by Nwoko. That's what you want to see with a guy with that length and that strength. Go up, get the ball, rock the basket.
Canes in the home white tops and bottoms tonight, outlined in green and orange, and Nwoko opts for the full-fledged royal blue shoes tonight. There he is again. Oh, I thought he got fouled. He's got whacked on the wrist, no call. Here's another look at that putback. Oh.
If you notice on that putback, he had his elbows and arms a little bit bent. I want him to really fully extend those arms to flush that down. He's making himself play a lot shorter than he really is.
This is a big dude. I mean, he's really big. 5:08 left to play. Miami with 90 points.
Miami would definitely break 100 today.
Keyshawn George looking to say something about that. That 3 is no good. That was way too short. Just want to watch Keyshawn George in the exhibition last week. Thought he really impressed. A.J. Casey's got the basketball, and there's a foul. He'll go to the free throw line. He just got whacked a couple of times. First time it was by Levi Lawal.
It's a great pro hop by A.J. Casey. Very strong move. Once again, I want to see guys do more of getting the ball out of the way of the defense. You want a pro hop, extend the ball out to the left, finish with the left hand.
Foul was on Adam Hess. And now checking in for Miami is Paul Jobé, the freshman out of France.
I like Paul. Great length, great defender, can knock down open shots. Let's see what he gives us when he comes in this game right now.
Bunch of underclassmen in there now for the Canes. 4.5 minutes left to play. Good
Adam
look.
Hess has been very quiet in the second half. I think he may have took 1 or 2 shots. I think that's something that Coach O said that we need to shut his order off. Because there are going to be a lot more dynamic guards in the ACC that will have great starts, but you have to be able to stop those guys as the game goes on. Great job by University of Miami on defense on Adam Hess.
Adam Hess, the graduate out of California, with 14 points tonight.
Great execution right there. Nice little backdoor cut by the guard on the opposite side.
It was Justin Anderson, number 2. He played in 26 games for the Highlanders last season.
Great touch around the basket. I like that. Very good touch. That's what you want to see. Got to be able to finish all those inside the paint. Loving the defensive intensity by Jakai.
Well, we saw that in the exhibition when we commented on it fairly quickly.
For sure, for sure.
Knocking Nolo with a 3, no good. And here comes Robinson in transition. Very quick with the basketball. Quick feet.
Great move. Great move. Feed your big fella. It's a great move. You notice how he caught the ball? Not a lot of time thinking about his move.
Foul on the floor. One final break from the Watsco Center. Miami up big.
Another great move right there. Pushing the ball and going right away.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, and I say
IT. And coming out of the break, Michael Nwoko will go to the free throw line for the Miami Hurricanes.
You know what I like to call these last minutes of a basketball game?
What's that?
Carpe diem. These guys on the court need to seize the moment. They need to seize the moment. The game is not over. You need to show your coach and the staff what you're built of. Continue to play hard. Continue to execute.
And Nwoko makes a pair. He's got a nice little touch there, the big guy does from the free throw line, huh?
Great touch. Great backspin on the basketball.
And now Nwoko's got himself a defensive rebound. Might have just got hit in the right eye a little bit there.
He got hit in that braid. I don't know if the hit hurt more than how tight those braids are, but either or, he's still moving.
Boy,
Ooh.
Robinson quick on his feet. He's going to go to the free throw line. That's a pretty move.
It's a great move. You notice how he moved the ball away from the defense when he got to the basket. I'm not sure if we'll get a replay on that double crossover, but he really extended the ball out the way. You see that?
Oof. He had him on ice skates.
Ice skates and move the ball out the way. That's something that I want to see a lot of these younger guys do is don't just get in the game and get in the lane and have the ball right in front of you. Extend the ball. It's going to get you closer to the basket and allows the ref to see a foul.
So Robinson will go to the free throw line. And he misses the first. Looking for his first point of the season here. And he's got it.
Jakai is on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Great help.
Ooh, good
Great
trap
help.
up top there, yeah. Underneath. Ooh, that's great finish. Good look. Good finish. Great pass.
Drive. A lot of greats on that play.
Sure was.
You know, on that last pass by George, you never want to throw a one-handed pass. You can't bring it back. You want to keep two hands on the basketball when you're passing the ball to a teammate.
97-55. A little hesitation. The three is good.
Great pace by the point guard. Great dish. And that's a tough shot to be able to pump fake and then shoot the ball off the pump. It's a great shot.
Jobe down low for Nwoko. Right hand, hook shot, no good.
You definitely want to see Nwoko get those reps in. That's really good to see right now because Miami's really going to need him as the season continues.
Going to get a handful of changes coming up here for NJIT.
You know, as Francis is really getting more confident as the game goes on, making a lot more plays, trying to get in the paint and make plays for his teammates. And I think he also knew that he might have been coming out, so you had to get that last play in. You know how that goes. Look over to that bench, you see 4 or 5 guys coming.
Time to go.
Time to go home. Just pack them up, baby. Pack them up.
Upcoming for the Miami Hurricanes, Jack, you and I will be right back here just a couple of days on Friday. 7 o'clock starts Miami and UCF. Miami will drop that Final Four banner here inside the Watsco Center. That's a nice matchup. ACC Big 12, second game of the season.
Great matchup. Great matchup. Looking forward to that game.
See what those UCF Knights from Orlando look like. There's a block by Robinson. Jobe's got it. Hands it off to Watson.
Great drop-off pass to the guard in transition. I like the intensity of Miami's playing at. They haven't really took their foot off the gas. They're really getting the ball in transition, getting the ball up, being unselfish.
Watson's got 5 points tonight. Looking for a 6th and 7th, and trying to put Miami a point shy of that 100-point marker tonight. And he misses the front end of the 2 freebies. And he walks all the way underneath the baseline, not happy with himself after that free throw attempt.
He really wanted that. You could tell.
Yes, he did.
I mean, the free throws are free. You know what I mean? You want to
nobody there.
Tally those points up.
Oh, he missed them both. And Nwoko's got an offensive rebound, and through about 3 different guys, he came up empty. That's strong, though.
Strong rebound. Got to finish that down there.
Open 3, no good. Nwoko, I mean, he's piling up rebounds.
You say he extended his arms on that one, though? Made himself big.
Watson, he's got a pair.
See, this is the time where a guy like Christian Watson, who didn't get much time in the first half, comes out and shows what he can do in this basketball game. He's a very, very skilled player.
1 minute left to play in the opener today. Ooh, hello. Keyshawn George just got put on the deck. Miami bench just put towels over their heads and turned away. Keyshawn ain't going to want to see that again, is he?
Yeah, you know how that goes. At least it wasn't a crossover,
Yeah.
you know.
Paul Jobe to the rack. And Miami's got 101 points here tonight.
Razzle with the left-hand finish by Jobe. Beautiful finish right there.
Out of France, a 4-star prospect and the number 14 player in the state of Florida. Freshman puts Miami over 100 points here tonight. 15 seconds left to play. Spin move, a handoff. They're tied up. A turnover, another by Miami. They took it away 16 times tonight, and Miami's going to come away with a 101-60 victory in the opener. And Jack, as we wrap things up, your closing parting thoughts and what lies ahead for Miami on Friday?
They played very